Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back. I noticed I have a new subscriber, and thank you very much for that. I hope you're getting everything out of this that you've expected, and I'll try to do my best. For that new subscriber, please go ahead and make a comment. Let me know your name at least. What exercises you're doing and things of that nature, and maybe your age if you feel like it. Okay. I just want to get a feel for the folks that are listening to this podcast or YouTube video, however you want to call it. But anyway, getting back to business here, I got an article here that was written August 31st, okay, 2022. So this year, last month. It's by WebMD. WebMD. Now look, I don't really agree with a lot of stuff WebMD, says or writes about, but they do have some good information from time to time. And what I'm going to go here and talk about is fitness and exercise. All right, so I'm just going to get right into it. It says, people who lift weights understand they're playing the long game. Once they get past the newbie gains, or the novice, the quick and exciting increases in muscle strength and size. It takes time, effort, and patience to keep making progress. So basically, a lifetime commitment, okay? Especially for us aging and older folks, or mature folks, however you want to look at that. We have to be patient. We're older, we have aches and we have pains. Some days we may not feel as well. So, you might miss a workout, and that's okay. That's okay. This is the long game, okay? Don't worry about that. Just as long as you're consistent, doing your resistance exercise. All right. And then it gets into strength training vs aerobic exercise, okay? Now, the biggest difference between these types of workouts is how they affect your body. We know that. Strength training, like lifting weights or using resistance bands, you can use resistance bands. If that's something you need to do to get yourself started, fine. But I really prefer that we use barbells if we can at all. If we can, we need to use the barbells. It builds your muscles and helps them work the way they should. Aerobic exercise, right? And some examples, we all know this pretty much. Running, swimming, I'll even add a couple, walking, jump rope, that kind of stuff, is designed to make your heart stronger and help your body use oxygen better. That is true. I do not recommend for us mature folks doing a lot of aerobics like running. That's harder on their knees, especially if we have problems with our joints and things. And if we don't, and we start running at an older age, I personally don't think it's good for our knees. Look, I was in the military 18 years, okay? I did a lot of running, and my knees are shot, okay? I don't even run anymore. I do a lot of fast-paced walking, and sometimes I can tolerate jumping rope on a mat, okay? On a soft mat on the ground, I can tolerate some jump rope. Nothing fancy, just basic jump roping, okay? All right, getting back. It says both are good for your overall health, just in different ways, and that's true. All right. It says your bones get stronger, right, with strength training. Osteoporosis is when your bones get weaker as you get older. Strength training can help prevent it or keep it from getting worse. Exercise triggers the cells that form bone into action. Your hips, spine, risk can get the biggest benefit from strength training. They're also the places most likely to be affected by osteoporosis. Okay? It says, with aging, we see clear deficits in muscle function and bone health. Okay? Whether you know it or not, by lifting weights, by strength training, cardio, and all that, you're playing the longevity game. Does that mean you're going to live longer? No. I think basically what that means is you're going to live a better life, a quality of life. You're going to be strong. You're going to be able to function at a high level. Whether or not that is longevity, you're going to live longer or not, I don't know. I don't think there's any research that basically or specifically says that you're going to live longer if you do exercise or you're going to do weights. I think you'd be a good quality of life. It may help you live, longer, but who knows, right? It says a 2022 study review from Japanese researchers linked muscle strengthening activities to a 15% lower risk of dying. Again, 15%. Okay? Very, very little. But, again, it's the quality of life, guys. It's the mental, capacity. You're going to feel a lot better. You're going to think more clearly. You're going to be stronger. You're going to be able to do more activities, right, with your grandkids, with your family, with your wife, your significant other, your husband, right? You're going to be sexual activity. It helps. It says resistance training, not cardio. Get this. Resistance exercise was also linked to a lower risk of cardiovascular disease. So even strength training has a significant 17% decrease in cardiovascular disease. Cancer, 12%. Diabetes, 17%. Actually, guys, I think it all depends on the intensity of the exercise. It depends on other health factors or risks that you might have by being older. Maybe you're overweight. Maybe your diet isn't good. I think all of those play a significant role in, and we know it does, diabetes and cancer and things of that nature. All right. Okay, and it also says strength training. Research shows strength training offers similar protection regardless of the results of that training. So even if you don't think you're getting as strong or as lean as you like to be, you should keep it up. Okay? You should keep it up. Because chances are you're still helping your health in a big way. And that's true. Here's a really, really good point, okay, guys? Really good point. How strength training helps as you age. For longevity, strength training seems to be especially effective for older adults. Okay? And says Tufts, Tufts. He's a university professor. Says Tufts University professor. Tufts is the school. His name is Roger Fielding, PhD, who's been studying the role of exercise. Let's see. Sorry. Well, anyway, I don't have the answer to that. But he's been studying the role of exercise. Oh, and he said, okay, here we go. He says the answer is perfectly clear. All right, so he feels the answer is perfectly clear. We already went over that. Okay, and it says, like I've discussed in the past, right? At least just get started, right? Take a step, get started. That's the key, is to get started so you can form a habit. And it says, less might be more for the beginning lifter. He says that's why his clients typically begin with 2 50-minute workouts a week. And I would venture to say maybe 30 minutes. Just start out 30 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, okay? But after 3 months, they need to train at least 3 times a week to continue seeing gains. I disagree with that, okay? If time permits, 3 times a week, and you feel good about that and everything, and you're getting the proper recovery, yeah, okay, 3 times a week. But even 2 times a week, I'm talking about lifting heavy, and in 3 months on the program that I suggest or that I do, in 3 months you're going to be a lot stronger. A lot stronger. Trust me, you will be a lot stronger. Okay? And most of his clients, he says, are in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. Okay? Oh, and also he says, if there has been any downside to working out more than 2 times a week, he's pretty sure he would have seen it by now. Well, that depends, okay? That depends on what you're doing, or what type of exercises you're doing, okay? Of course, he goes on to say about mobility training and warm-up exercises. Honestly, folks, by just doing weight training, especially the program I get you on, you know, like we've discussed in the past, I've talked about the bench press, about the squats, the deadlift, and military press, and chin-ups. Those right there, they're going to improve your mobility a lot. He goes on to say about different types of exercises, which I really don't agree with in the beginning, okay? Which he's talking about dumbbells and kettlebells, pushing or pulling a sled, which is very good. I forgot to mention that about aerobic exercise. So those are things we can do later on, okay? I wouldn't suggest doing that in the beginning, unless you start out in the beginning doing that and then move on to move on to barbells. Okay, I can see that. But if you start out doing barbells, then we can incorporate that a little later on, right? After your first initial, what I call linear progression, or getting stronger. And then he goes on to say most of his clients are training for real life function. And that's what we're training for too, okay? And here's a point that I've made before. Falling is one of the biggest concerns, and for good reason. It says, according to the World Health Organization, it's the second leading cause of unintentional injury-related deaths behind only traffic accidents. Okay, I agree. Another thing, it's very important, and he mentions it here. It says, another major concern is losing independence as we age. Independence. Which usually often follows a fall. Okay? And I did, I was listening to someone, it was Gabrielle Lyon, who I've mentioned, Dr. Gabrielle. She says that once a woman falls, and hurts herself or gets a hip injury or anything like that, 50% of women are never the same. Okay, either they can't walk as well, they don't have the mobility they had, things of that nature. Or they're in a wheelchair. They come wheelchair bound. It says, according to a 2019 study from researchers at McMaster University, resistance exercise is particularly potent for maintaining mobility in older adults. So everything I've been saying, basically, and I definitely agree with that. And then it just gets into cardiovascular exercise, cardio, and that's something we basically talked about here. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, guys. This is just one study, one publication, WebMD. Again, I don't agree with everything, but when I do, and I think that it's going to benefit the community we have here, I'm going to go ahead and point it out and bring it up and read it to y'all, and so y'all know it's not just coming from me, but this is actual scientific research and studies and folks that have been doing this for a long time. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It's just a small little piece, and I'll be eventually bringing up more stuff to the community, these type articles and things that I think will benefit us, just so we can clarify we're doing the right thing. Okay, so guys, get started. Okay, get started. Also, if you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe if you like this information. Go to the comments section and go ahead and put in there what else you would like to see on in this community, and let me know what you're doing as far as exercise, your age, if your name, if you'd like, that's no problem. If you have any questions or concerns, please get back with me, okay? And we'll work together on whatever whatever issues you might have, but again, please subscribe, guys, and I appreciate y'all. Appreciate that. Subscribers, the new subscribers, for listening, and have a great day. God bless. Peace out. Whoops.